Hey everybody, we are up and moving, aren't we? Yeah. That's what we ought to be anyway. Oh, the button I forgot to hit. Let's see if that fixes it. Or do I have to stop? Oh, it looks like we're up. Morning, Tato.
Let's dance to a half-hour rhythm by Benny Goodman and his orchestra, the Raja Rhythm, playing for you from the Joseph Urban Room of the Congress Hotel in downtown Chicago. Dodging a Divorcee, the first number. Benny Goodman and his orchestra.
I can't remember if I took my pills or not. Pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, everybody. Hey, Luann. Hey, Katie. Morning, everybody. It is a very cold. There's too much snow on the ground to do FindaGrave Friday properly right now. Maybe we'll try next week. Good morning, Todd. Everybody else out there. Don't mind me, I'm just wandering around doing errands while I work. Very classy of me. We'll get started in just a second here, everybody. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Hey, Susan. All right. All right, I think all the errands are done here. Welcome along to FindaGrave Friday, everybody. Working from home today. Hey, Karen. Hey, Kristen, Gerald, and Bob. Hey, everybody. Hey, all. Always good to find amazing donuts. Amazing ice cream, too, though, you know. The wedding cake ice cream that they got at Jenny's right now is excellent, but their cranberry panettone. Ah! I gotta get more of that stuff. Ooh. Well, all right, everybody. It is FindaGrave Friday. Those of you not familiar with FindaGrave Friday, that's where I go to a cemetery where I know a particular person is buried, but I don't really look up what it looks like. When we do this from home, it's a little bit trickier. Have to use Google Street Views to try to find a grave, which is a little bit dicey, but it's sometimes turned out okay. So we'll give it a shot. These are kind of like non-canon find a graves. If we don't find it, it doesn't count. We're just going to do what we can. There's snow all over the ground in Chicago right now. I would have to make sure that any grave that I look up is up above the ground where I can see it. But thanks, everybody, for joining in. One that I remember we had some reasonable success with is Hollywood Forever Cemetery out in Hollywood. Let's turn the Benny off here. And why don't we go find Mel Blanc, the voice of Bugs Bunny and so many others. All right. Mel Blanc, that's B-L-A-N-C. And I will pop over to Google Chrome. We're going to start right over here if we can see the Toto Memorial. Let's see what we can see here. Weren't there like several dogs who played Toto? Like, it should be Going by where the little guy is. I'm only seeing Elmer Wilson here. Unless that's a Toto memorial. Right there. Can't quite tell. Well, all right, let me put the chat up so I can see a little bit more. Garden of Exodus. Formerly Pineland, Section 13. Grave 102, next to the road. All right, let's see. Might have to check a map. There's one thing that I can do when I'm doing it here is I can actually, you can tell me what, like Section 13, and I can find where that is. Move over to a different window. Okay. Say that again. Looking for Mel Blanc. Garden of Exodus, formerly Pineland. Okay, I can see which one is Pineland on here on a map. That will be... Well, kinda I can see it. Looks like they've kind of redone some of this stuff since that last map was made. Okay. What am I looking for? What's it look like? Can we tell? Oh, this is a problem. The thing's not really coming up where I would look for it. Let's see how far we can go on Street Views here. It's close to the road, that helps, but it doesn't look like they've got all of the roads quite visible on Street Views. Just kind of random ones, not ones you'd expect. Yep, Bugs Bunny, etc. I think what we're looking for is just over to the right of where the little guy is here. You can see this in this little map. I think we're looking for like right in the right. And that's a spot that they don't actually have marked off. Here, see if I can move him over to someplace a little closer maybe. Maybe here. This is frustrating. You can like see a pyramid, but it won't let you Google Street View over to it. So, yeah, we're at Hollywood Forever Cemetery today, which has got only random street views set up. I remember it having more. A lot of Hollywood legends here. Peter Lorre is here. Marilyn Monroe. It's close to the road. I don't think we're quite in the right space here, but we're in a space that we can see. So here we are. Last week we found Dr. B.J. Segrand, who features in several Chicago crime tales and flag tales. It's like the Forrest Gump of crime and patriotism, I call him. So you can see here where exactly you can see. And I think what we're looking for is right about on this dude here. Oh, Maryland's not here. Okay. Yep, turn left at Albuquerque. That is correct. I'm not sure we're going to be able to find Mel Blanc this way. look that up. And we'll do this kind of the hard way. Oh, here we go. Ta-da! Not necessarily the best way to do this, but sometimes it's the only thing we can do when we're doing this based on Google Street Views. Mel Blanc. That's all, folks. That's an excellent epitaph. Man of 1,000 voices. I love that. All right, sometimes we have to do it this way when we're working with snow on the ground, that I decide not to try to do this in person. So we'll just do it like this. But all right, we have got a brand new one coming up on Thursday. We're going to be doing a brand new time travel pub crawl looking up dens of thieves. So this will be all sorts of places throughout Chicago history that were known as underworld dens, mob hangouts, etc. Bars that were popular with grave robbers, bars that were popular with counterfeiters. Often those two were the same bar. It's kind of a quick one, but it took us over an hour last week. So everybody, thank you very much for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another morning mini tour of some sort. Hopefully it won't be, hopefully the weather will be a little bit more amenable, but I do like it when there's snow on the ground, I got to admit. So all right, everybody, thanks very much for joining me. Back to errands from me. I'm Adam from Mysterious Chicago Tours, telling you all to stay safe, stay strong, and of course, if you can, do remember to stay